Welcome back to Solutions for Financial Independence. Joining me now is John Halterman from Beacon Wealth Management. John, how are you today?
I am doing wonderful, Kyle. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic.
Okay,
Great
well, that's
day.
exciting.
Yes, it is. So our question today comes from Larry from Morgantown. He says, I have around a $10 million estate and currently have a will in place for when I die. I heard trusts were better, but I do not want to tie my money up. Is a will enough to protect my family from probate and taxes?
Well, Larry, you at least got your objectives down. When I say this, I mean, clearly it sounds like you want to avoid probate, you want to clearly pass your estate on without taxation, and you don't want to tie it up. But what you got to be thinking, though, is how do you do that? You know, there's hundreds of trusts, and so you got to consider all the different things and what may be appropriate to meet that particular objective that you have.
Yes, it sounds like there is a lot to consider. So what type of trust would help his situation?
Well, I'll give you an example. A living trust is designed to avoid probate. And so with a living trust, what that allows you to do is it actually allows you to keep the assets liquid, because you can do anything you want during your lifetime while you're alive. You become the trustee of that trust. So you can put your home in it, you can put your cash in it, your investments in it, and you can do anything you want. Upon your death, it becomes irrevocable. So what that means at that point is now that trust is going to move on and go and do the things that you want. But because it avoids probate, it also allows you to settle your estate much quicker, which is something he sounds like he wants to do. The second thing about the taxation, one of the things you're going to have to add in there is a thing called an AB family trust or an AB trust, which allows you to have a double exclusion. Right now you can pass on $5.4 million. If you have a double exclusion, because he has $10 million, if you have a double exclusion, that's going to take you to $10.8 million. So now that puts him under the estate tax threshold. So if you're concerned about being over the estate tax threshold, you got to do something that allows you to pass that on. Without something like that, no doubt about it, a $10 million estate will be subject to probate, it will be subject to the taxes, and absolutely, it could be contested, because when you go through probate, you're taking your chances that it's public records and anybody can come in and make a claim.
All right, a lot to think about there.
Absolutely, very complex.
Yes,
no doubt about it.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
You're welcome.
And if you missed any of it, head over to WDTV.com and don't go anywhere. Much more news after the break.